Hello, YouTube. Sorry, I'm sick. I'm probably going to be like clearing my throat and all of that through the video. I'm sorry, I have to scooch up here a little bit. So, today, read my shirt. It's going to be the Morphe X Coca Cola palette. Oh. But first, I want to talk to you about the BH Cosmetics Mimosa giveaway. The winner has won. She's been alerted. It was very difficult to do though, guys. And so for our next giveaway, it's not going to be in this video, but I have a bunch of upcoming videos with giveaways. And for all of our upcoming giveaways, we're going to have to like, share, comment somewhere where I can get a hold of you, because it's very difficult to track down. It is not easy. And I don't want to do that. So we're not going to do that way. So I also, from this Coca Cola collection, have the highlighter. And if I don't drop them, all four of the little lippies that went with the Coca Cola collection. So I did the full spectrum. I didn't get the brushes because you know what? I have so many brushes. So we didn't need to do that. All right. So I got my face on. I got my eyebrows on. You'll notice I'm a lot less pale than I was previously. And that's because I work outside. So like, you know, I'm definitely getting darker and my hands are even darker than my face. So I'm still like not even dark enough, which is just wow to me, because I'm having to mix in with my foundation a bronzer. This is from Tarte. This is the Better Bod bronzer. And I'm just squirting a little bit in with my regular foundation because I didn't want to rebuy everything. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm so sniffly. I've been sick, but I've been assured that it's just a cold. Probably just a cold is what they said. So we're going to get started with the Coca Cola X Morphe eyeshadow palette. I did want to touch on the fact that they've just dropped Jeffree Star. What? I get the Shane Johnson drop. I totally get it. I was proud and happy to hear that happen. But Jeffree Star, like, I get it that he's a jerk and he's had a problematic past. I'm just not sure if he deserved to get dropped. Tell me what you think, though. Maybe I'm way off base on that. Let me adjust my light just a little bit. Usually anytime I touch that thing, it comes crashing down. This time it did not. So, yeah, I was kind of shocked. Not gonna lie, I was shocked. I thought, why? Why would they do that? But, you know, nothing we can do. So we shall charge ahead. I am kind of feeling, though, like I don't have anybody left to watch on YouTube. All the people, no kidding, all the people that I watched, like, religiously, like, all the time, are not putting out videos for one reason or another. So I'm like, yay, fun. So I just renewed my Netflix subscription because I'm like, y'all be boring on YouTube. Just saying. So I'm going to go in all over the place with this cream. Nope. I'm going to go in with the color right next to it. And by the way, guys, for some reason, either it didn't come with names on them or I threw out the little sheet that had the names on them. So, you know, I'm sorry. So I'm going to put that cream color, the second one in the palette, all over the eyes. Just a nice matte wash of brightness for the eyes. I'm not used to looking at myself with any kind of color. So to me, I'm like, I'm a different color. It's so weird. because even in the summertime, generally, I don't get any sun. I don't go outside. It's not usually my thing, but I have been outside and loving it. Even though my job sometimes it's like way too hot. Like this last week was murderously hot and I got sick. I think my immune system was just like, no, no. So I'm going to go in with this color right here. And I am going to tell you guys, you have to go in really light with this palette because there's a lot of powder pickup and it's very messy. It will be very messy if you just went in with a heavy hand. So we're going with that medium brown shade. And that's the one that reminds me of the soda pop, I feel like the most, because it's like the frothy kind of look on top. So you'll see me in all my videos. I normally have a Coca Cola because I drink a lot of Coca Cola, so it totally made sense for me to have this palette. I know a lot of people are dragging on the palette, but I'm like, no, it's Coca Cola. I have to. I have to. I can't not do a Coca Cola video. I have to. So we're just gonna do our windshield wipers on both eyes, going in with a small amount of product, and there is a good amount of color payoff. I've used this just a couple of times, and I'll tell you the reds are kind of tricky. The reds are kind of tricky. So I want to go in with a darker brown, maybe like right here. And then we're going to go in with the chocolate brown at the bottom. So this is a camel-y color, but it's just going to give us a little bit more of an oomph. And don't worry, I will be putting on those red shades. I'm just going to use them lightly. So like, to me, this palette is not busted. It's like, it's a really good neutrals palette. And although, excuse me, I have gastroparesis, so you'll see me, like, I have paralyzation of the stomach. So every now and again, you'll see me like burp uncontrollably or something. And I shouldn't be drinking Coca Cola. I know that. Just in case you're gonna tell me that. I already know that one. I shouldn't be drinking it. Let's go into that middle toned deep brown so that we can avoid having that conversation. And we're gonna put this puppy just right there in the corner. And I kind of, when I do a corner kind of thing, I usually sweep this way. And it kind of gives that lifted eye look. I think it's funny, all these people talking about the foxy eye trend. It's really just always been the instant eye lift, you know, in the makeup artist community. It was always just the instant eye lift. And everybody knew like what that meant, you know. It was just give me an instant eye lift. Cool, we can do that. Anywho, I'm going to use this color, this guy right here, all over my lid. And I think I'm going to go in with my finger because I like to do that with most glitters. See how just lovely that is? It's light. It's just a beautiful everyday look. It reminds me of the look in Raw Beauty Christie's video where she's announcing her palettes. Congratulations. I'm so buying them tomorrow. I'm very excited about that. So now I'm going to go down with that glitter right below and amp that up just a little bit more. And I'm telling you, this is the perfect amping up glitter for every eye look that you do. You should be using this guy right here. These are the perfect color tones. It goes good with cools. It goes good with warms. It is your perfect eye topper press glitter kind of situation. So, I love it. And look how pretty. I mean, honestly, look how pretty. It's very soft, demure maybe. I don't know if that's the right word. Don't eat me up. So now we're going to go into them Coca Cola Reds, and we're going to put those below the eyes, believe it or not. We're going to go in with this puppy, and then this puppy, and then this puppy, I think. We're just going to go for it. I'm going to go in very softly, though. Very close to the lash line. These colors are very, very potent, but they will just absolutely screw up your face if you try to do like a whole red eye look. You have to not have any makeup on first, I think. Because the fallout from these shades is ridiculous. I'm putting that darker, more blue red towards the outside. Yep. And see, this look to me screams Coca-Cola. You got branding on the bottom and soda pop on the top. I'm just saying. All right, and now I'm going to go in with just a little bit of that glitter. Being very careful to not overdo it on that glitter because it's right underneath the eye. But it's so very cool. And the color is on point. So like you can tell that those are some red under eyes. Like it's actually just a really pretty look. And I'm gonna dare to be different and do, I think, a red lip with it. So that's exciting. So that pretty much does it for my eyes. I'm gonna sweep that those glitters away with a oh, my throat, with a fluffy brush. Take another drink because my throat hurts. So much better. So now we're gonna do some liner and some mascara. And yes, this is my Jeffree Star mirror, and no, I'm not throwing it out. And I know that he is problematic, but I like the stuff that I've ordered, and I decided I spent way too much on his crap. Plus, I don't know, like, if he comes out with more things, I might buy them. I don't know. I really like his cosmetic line. I really have, I don't see him in as much trouble as I see Shane Dawson in. I don't think that he's done nearly what Shane Dawson has done. I don't think he is nearly as problematic, nor has he had that many horrible things in his past. Not as many as Shane Dawson. I just don't think so. And I don't know. I mean, everybody, I feel like, can feel their feelings. Like, if you're mad at him and you don't want to give him any more of your money, that's totally your choice. And depending on people's reasoning for sticking with him. Now, if you're defending him saying he's a perfect person, that's not accurate. But, I want to keep my stuff. I paid a lot for it. I like it. There's nothing wrong with it. So, will I be that anxious to buy his stuff? I don't know. When he puts out something exciting, I suppose we'll see. Just made a nice chocolate brown wing. This is Araceli. I got this in Ipsy, I believe, is who always sends me that. I always get stuff from that brand, and I'm like, it's good. It's pretty good. So I just count on getting it in the boxes and never buy it. Now, there are other brands that I will be like, I'll buy other things from when I get them in subscription boxes, but that one's not one of the ones I've done that with. This is the Man-Eater mascara from Tarte. I got this when they had those 6 products for $63, which I thought was awesome. Yeah, this to me looks like soda pop on the top and Coke cans on the bottom. That's what I'm calling the look. I've got some peeling on the outside of my face from sunburn because I didn't reapply my sunscreen often enough. Lesson learned. All right. I like this wand because it's real small. I feel like it allows me to get up in there and really elevate the lashes. Okay, so I have a few sparkles on my face, which happens anytime that I put on any kind of glitter. It gets all over the place, but that's okay. So what we have next is our highlighter from Morphe Coca Cola, and this is in the shade Bubbly Babe, and I like it. I will go ahead and spoil that one. I like it. I'm gonna use this tiny little brush, and I'm gonna pat. This is just like an Eco Tools, I think, but it's just a tiny, tiny little brush. And I like to use it for inner corner highlight. And that's what I'm doing with this. It's my inner corners. I like it. It's soft and you can build it up and it kind of sticks where you are putting it. It's not like traveling all over the place. I say that and then it starts traveling. No, I'm kidding. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a bit on my nose and kind of blend that in. Every time I do a line down my nose, I don't know if is it that I shake or what, but like it comes across a little weird. Anyway, moving on. And then I put highlight up here. That's where I like to bust out some highlight, is right there in the corner. Yeah, I absolutely love that. I think that's fantastic. So, I'm not usually a fan of loose highlighters, and the evidence for that is all over my desk, and I'm not going to show you because that would be difficult. But, there's now a bunch of loose highlighter all over my desk, and I don't like it. So I'm going to clean that up. And now we're going to move on to our lip glosses. So I want to just swatch these on the back of my hand so that you can see them. And then we'll do my final thoughts right after that. Oh good, I'm not making like a horrifically long video because I feel like people like to watch shorter videos. So this one's only 20 minutes. Look at these colors. They're so pretty. That bare pink you can almost not even see in the middle, but it's just a bare nude color. And then that red pulls out some serious color payoff. So I'm like, hey, hello there, red. So I'm going to, first I'm going to clean that off because I know that I'll just get it all over myself. So I'll clean that off first. And then, okay, and then I will put my red lip liner on. I think I have a red one. Yes, I do. This is a Wet n Wild gel lip liner in red. And I'm just gonna I need to do one of those face shaving videos where I do like the I've seen people scrape off the baby hair off their face, and they say it doesn't come in like a beard or whatever like everybody tells you it will. They make specific razors for it and stuff. I don't know. I have these little baby peach fuzzes, and sometimes you can see them. And I don't like it, and who would? Ugh. Okay. So I'm lined. And now I'm going to go in with this Coca Cola X Morphe lip. It's so pretty. It's such a pretty color of red. So I keep going back and forth on whether it's an orangey red or a blue toned red. And I think it's actually got both in there. I don't know. It's like a mix of the two eyeshadow colors. It's really pretty. And it's going on. Really beautifully. Now these colors I call a non-committal red, because even though it looks like it's an all-day lip gloss or all-day thing, it's not. It's a lip gloss, so it's easier to come off, I feel like. So guys, that is my little take on the Morphe X Coca Cola palette. lip glosses and highlighter. And what do I think? First of all, the packaging, I do agree with a lot of other creators that it would have been better if it was just the regular branding with Coca Cola on the front, X Morphe down here, because that's not really, you know, as far as collecting goes, and I have several Coca Cola themed things, I would have liked it to have just said Coca Cola across it. But that's okay, because the palette, I love. I love a lot of these shades. I think this is the perfect nude palette with just a little pop of red. It's got gold, you've got silver, you've even got like a bluey silver. This silver is really pretty too. Easy to make a look with that as well. So, and it has a mirror in it, which Morphe, I believe, started listening to people when we said, we want mirrors. Like, it's important to us. And so I believe that they have started listening a little bit to that. So I like this. I love these glosses. And I like the highlighter. Even though it's a loose highlighter, I still like it. Am I like... I waited a long time for this collection. I waited like well over 2.5 weeks. I actually got the newest one from Morphe before I got the Coca Cola one. So was I thrilled with that? No, not so much. But do I like the product? Yes. Do I recommend that you get the product? Yes, especially if you're a Coca Cola freak like myself and you really like that. Especially if you're a neutrals lover, because like there are some people who only buy like 1 or 2 palettes a year. So you're going to do that based on, either the presenter behind it or the color scheme, whatever it is, something has to draw you to buy those palettes. So if you're a neutrals lover and you only buy 1 or 2 palettes a year, I say this is a good one because this covers your holidays. If you think about it, it's got all your browns and golds and silvers for Christmas. It's got these colors for Christmas. If you're willing to work with those reds on the eyelid and just clean it up, all the mess that it makes afterwards, that's a stellar palette for the holidays, for all holidays. So I'm going to be reaching for this at Christmas, and I bet you I do another video like a get ready with me right before Christmas this year, and I'm using this palette and these glosses because of the range of colors is just perfect for holiday for me. And it was also perfect for 4th of July, and I did wear this for 4th of July, the day before 4th of July, because 4th of July, I really just didn't do any makeup at all. I was at home and I was just like, no, I'm not doing this. I actually have taken like the last couple of weeks off from filming. Well, I guess it's just been a week, but it feels like forever when you're like drowning in product. Like I have so much product to review and I want to bring that to you guys, and I'm having a good time doing it. So I'm really glad to be back in front of the camera. Sometimes, unfortunately, with my disease, Ehlers-Danlos, gastroparesis, all of those kind of things, I'm a little quicker to get sick, and I have some more complications when I do get sick. And my immune system can only take so much. Like I'm working a regular job during the day. I have 2 children and a husband, and that's like beyond a full-time job, just with family commitments. I'm also having some like issues inside my house of things that are going wrong. So, you know, there's just an awful lot on my shoulders, but I do plan on posting more often. So like you'll see a ton of videos go up in a couple days time. And that's because I am trying to do that when I feel well, and when I have the time. So thank you guys for listening. Morphe X Coca Cola. I say that is 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Even though some of the shades are going to be a little more difficult to work with. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Bye, YouTube.